Shot, bro?
Yeah. Yo, welcome to another episode of Get Lifted. 30 is the new 20.
You got Erika in this show?
Yeah. Everybody in this shit. The whole team.
The whole squad?
You know what I mean? We here.
We on the move like I need a new hobby. Fuck a 9 to 5.
We got some shit to talk about. Yo, I got a few things that I want to talk about. I know everybody got a topic they want to talk about.
Nigga.
So we just gonna get right to it. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, you don't need none of that.
She just got smelled it out. Look at, I don't know, but she could get it.
Some shit we want to start, man.
I'll start. People playing with my name, y'all. People playing with my name. I know you watching. I know you watching. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How did it come to this? Like, I'm gonna look in the camera. How did it come to this? I just wanted to leave you alone. I felt like because I left you alone, you said I'm gonna assassinate your character. You started with the text. First, it was verbal. Then it was in the text. Then, because of a situation that you were insecure about and me trying to clarify that insecurity with you, right? Now, my ex is upset because I fucked up her shit, right? And she said, fuck it, give me her number. Let me talk to her as a woman and figure out what the fuck is going on. Now, I didn't read none of the texts that you sent me after this shit. But I am gonna tell you this. My ex still feels exactly like how she did day one. I fuck with him, I do her. I don't know what you feel like you accomplished. I don't know if you think you friends or you painted a narrative about me that now she don't feel comfortable around me. But none of that is true. You did all of that shit for nothing, right? Then you try to involve my nigga. That's the shit this is the reason why I'm talking about this shit.
That's dangerous.
Ain't no, like,
That's
he
dangerous.
didn't ask for your number. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to be in this situation. You chose to put him in this situation out of resentment with me. So you got to take that up with him. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And again, that's my nigga. What else is he gonna think? You think he's gonna believe you over me? He don't know you. You seem like a crazy, upset female that is upset about how the shit happened, so now you want to get back. Right. You said a lot of shit. Yo.
Now listen, my bro passionate about this shit as he should be because this is the crazy idea. Yeah, I take this shot, bro.
Salute.
Yeah.
Salute. Salute. Eyes on.
So, so with that whole situation, that shit sprung up my first topic. My first topic is is it overstepping when a woman cries for help? Now, in this particular situation, because I'm glad he shared it, because now we can dive deeper into our discussion that we was having, because we wanted to really expound on this a little bit. So, a situation that actually happened. It happened to me before, but it just happened recently. So, a woman reaches out to say something about another guy, and she makes every effort to do so, going and calling him, doing everything, right? Now, this happened to me, right? So, I didn't answer the phone, by the way. I didn't respond to any of her messages. All I did was just look at it and like, what the fuck? You know, that's all I could really do. Like, and then the other part of that situation for me, and this is me dealing with it before I tell you what I think people should do, is I have to either internalize this and be like, yo, I'm just gonna keep this to myself. I'm not gonna bring it up because this ain't none of my business. Let me stay out of it. But knowing how defamation of character suits go, from watching Law and Crime and studying fucking advocacy and shit like that. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm not stupid. I know how this could fuck up the credibility of this guy, right? So I want all the facts, but I'm gonna ask him. and I'm going to give the information to him and let him do with it what he will. Now, other people may say, you know, fuck it, don't say nothing about it. Because we talked about before, like, we find a comb or something in the house, like, are you going to tell the person about it? Now we're talking about men between men. So I think a man, you got to stand on your principles and your morals, like, whatever that is. That's you. You can't change that. If that's what, if you feel like I'm not going to stand on no shit, then nah, I ain't going to stand on it. But if,
Bro,
I know. But if you feel like that's not your place or whatever, or you don't feel like that, then you changing your morals. My morals was like, damn, I can't like let her say to this nigga, yo, I had a conversation with your boy and try to flip it. Now I gotta be like, nigga, look at these messages. I never responded to it. Even though I ain't respond to it, he still could be like, well, damn, why you didn't tell me, nigga? Like, you ain't even want to know, like, da-da-da-da. It could go however. For me, with my morals, it's like, if I'm doing the right thing, I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. I'm just like, yo, I know I'm doing the right thing, I'm gonna let it go. And I'm all about loyalty. I don't like when there's a situation dealing with a female and she puts your team in between you. You know that bros before hoes thing that people used to say.
So let's talk about what the actual situation was over. My situation, I can't speak on yours, but my situation was over being in contact with my ex. And I feel like she denied it, but I don't give a fuck. I know damn well the way she said it, she knew. I know she went in my fault. So at the end of the day, I'm not even gonna say we made a agreement that we weren't gonna be in contact with our exes. Now I'm not in contact with none of my exes except for my baby mother, because that's my baby mother. You see what I'm saying? But I don't like, we're not gonna get in detailed conversations. Just hey, breathe something. You know what I'm saying? With my ex, she don't even live up here. She lives down south somewhere, right? I don't talk to her like that. We might talk every once in a blue. So for her to be that upset, I knew she knew. She seen the recent conversation that I had with my ex.
Right.
So my question to y'all is, because I told her this. I told her, I'll say this on camera. I said at the end of the day, if you're upset that we made a promise about not talking to our ex, I completely understand that. You're right. But to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like if I'm not cheating on you, then you could talk to whoever the fuck you want to. As long as you're not cheating on me and you're loyal to me, like, I stand on that. She was like, no, you don't. No, my insecurities are not your insecurities. So as long as if I feel like, yo, my girl is for me, she's not worrying about nobody else, I'm not gonna be insecure. I'm not gonna, whose comb is that? I'm not gonna trip about none of that shit. But that's just me. But for y'all, the question is, could y'all make that promise for your significant other? And the second part of that is, what if by mistake your significant other tries to communicate with you? And it's nothing,
Let me
crazy.
reframe that into a question. What are you saying? Like, so is it okay to have
Communication.
You know, I would say platonic communication with people from your past when you're in a relationship. The words will pop up on the screen or some shit.
I would say hi and bye, but if you were involved with this person, you don't need to be texting. Unless, like you said, if it's your child, if it's the other parent, then that's different because you have to be in communication for the child. But I don't think there's no reason.
Is that how you going into the relationship?
Because you was already, you should have this conversation up front. You definitely need to communicate. Some people wouldn't care about that, but I think it's a slippery slope because you were already involved.
Or is that something that should be discussed?
That's what I just said. You should talk about that because some people wouldn't mind if you were in contact.
Now, what if you talk to that person, right? Like the situation happened, and some situation happened where you knew that he wasn't cheating, or let's say you didn't know, because I don't feel like she felt like I wasn't cheating. I felt like she felt like I was cheating. So I'm not gonna say you didn't know. Or I am gonna say you didn't know. So let's say y'all had that conversation, and damn, but the only way she would feel away is if she went through his phone. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no other reason why you would feel compelled.
I've done it in the past, but I don't do that anymore. If
When
I
you
don't
go through
trust
somebody's
you,
phone,
Can't even
you're
put
gonna
a
find something.
scenario
You're
to
gonna
it.
find something that you don't want to see.
If I don't trust you, then why am I with you? So I'm not gonna be looking at your phone. If I have a question, I'm gonna ask you a direct question about what my suspicion is. If you give me an answer and there's no reason for me to think otherwise, then I'm not gonna be, because if I don't have nothing to go on. But if I did see something, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm just pulling this out of the air. I'm gonna be like, I was in your phone and I seen the text, but like, I'm not gonna pretend I don't know. Like, I just know this, and where's the source? Where did you get this information from?
I feel like the way the scenario went, I can't even dramatize it correctly unless you had evidence. And the only evidence this person had, the only evidence that this person could have had was in my phone. And then to be specifically upset or specifically target that name. Like, it wasn't just the first female's name she saw on my phone. You feel me? So it's like, yo, she knew the details. She knew that we weren't talking about her specifically. Like, how do you know all of that? Oh, I didn't tell you that. All I said was, we don't speak about you. I let her know, like, yo, we're in a relationship. It is what it is. Why would I sit here and tell her, like, yeah, I'm with my girl, and like, what the fuck? She's not asking me about you. Like, I don't understand it.
I think what it is the acknowledgement of the person that you're in a relationship is important to her, because that shows that
only if you went through my phone and found it to be that way.
I understand that, but hold on.
If you didn't, then there wouldn't be that acknowledgement.
The woman shouldn't even. Alright, so here,
if you snoop through my phone,
be texting casually, then why are you not with the person?
Because we don't text casually. Because we don't text casually, and that's my point. How do you know how casual we talking or not? If you did go through or you didn't go through my phone, there is no reason for you to be this upset about of seeing a female's name in my recent call log. She didn't see it in a message form. She didn't see it in. It was
And she looked at how long he was like. He was on the phone for 2 hours.
That's crazy.
15 minutes.
Here's my response to your question.
Oh, that's different.
So like,
but
my response.
I would just ask you. If you
and I told
want
her.
to do that,
I told her.
My response to your question is, if you fuck them, I don't want you to be done with them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Yeah.
So what happens after you figure? Let's say y'all are in this situation, right? And
we break up because she lying.
Okay, cool. I could have standed on that, but that's not how it happened. She wanted to work it out. Why do I have to stay in that situation if you feel insecure? You see what I'm saying?
Right. And I agree. If you decide that you can't deal with that and you want to move on, then whatever, then let it be. You know what I mean?
Bro.
But if you really still want to stay and work it out, then it's like, yo, you know what? I'm being too much. No, for me, it's a rule, like, type of shit. Like, it's not no, oh, you know, we just really good friends. Like, if I find out, then that's it, because there's no reason for you to be talking to this other dude. Like, what is the reason for y'all to still be talking? Why the fuck y'all not together?
That shit sound good, but I promise you, bro, like, that was her sentiments, and then when it came down to it, when it finally happened, it's like, no, but we can work through it. And that's what pisses that thing on, let me finish. That's what pisses me off about this whole situation. Is like, yo, I hear what y'all saying, and y'all are saying, like, if this shit happened to y'all, like, oh, okay, there's something going on in this thing. Cool. But that's not even what happened. What happened was you felt away, felt like how y'all felt, and then instead of saying, you know what, I ain't fucking with this person because I can't trust this person, right? Now you like, okay, I do want to fuck with this person, and I do think that this person ain't doing nothing, but I have to be upset about something. I can't just act like I'm wilding all the way. So I'm gonna say that nigga, we talked about this shit, and then nah, like yo, then just leave. I told her straight up, we're gonna talk. Like I said what I said before, and shit, I changed my mind now. We're gonna fucking talk. I was like, at the end of the day, like I'm gonna talk to whoever I want to talk to. If you don't fuck with that, then you gotta go. If me as a man tells a woman that she has to go and she don't respect that, fuck her. Fuck her. Cause now you put my shit in jeopardy. Anything that happens after that is the direct cause of you not listening to me in my own house.
And then the crazy thing is, it's so early. You know what I mean? Like if y'all have been together for a year and then you're just doing, like you're absolutely doing the right steps. Like I think,
bro,
why go back to it? Why go back to it this early on? We're already seeing these type of fucking situations, and this is what this shit is growing into.
It's not even going back to it at this point. At this point, it's like they're trying to assassinate my character. Right now, it's like,
yeah, let it go.
I didn't ask I didn't say here, X, I'm gonna give you her number so you could talk shit about her. Like, no, she asked for your fucking number, and you wanted me to call her, so it's fucking fair. If we fucked up her shit and she don't get no, you know what I mean? And you can say whatever you want. Cause it's not like I supervise the phone call.
That's what she thinks. She's probably playing in her mind that he somehow manipulated this.
Nope. I ain't supervising the phone call. I don't care. I'm happy that I didn't get arrested. I'm happy that fucking at the end of the day, whatever happened, she spent the night, the day after. So if anything fucking happened, but you decide to spend the night, you were safe. So I don't know, man. Alright, I'm gonna chill, Kitty. You right.
I mean, that's a crazy dynamic. Like,
it's crazy as fuck. She's doing everything to assassinate my character, but you're trying to get with me. I don't understand this shit.
This is literally almost everything that's being discussed widely. How things like this can happen. What if this happens? This what if is a reality, man. So it's like, yo, like, I told you this could happen. My sister said I love toxic women. I don't love toxic women. Women become toxic.
Well, bro, exactly. I can't even agree with that, because at the end of the day, Smiley, that's fucking correct. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it until it's too fucking late.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like, exactly. You're never gonna see signs of it before it fucking is too late.
You gotta know what to look for. People be ignoring red
She cooking. She cleaning. She fuck me good.
You have to get into an argument. You have to get into a legitimate argument to see somebody's peripheral.
All of that is great.
You got to get into a legitimate argument.
Let's go on a getaway in paradise. And in paradise, she caters to you and everything's awesome. But there's trouble in paradise. There's a storm. There's always the quiet before the storm.
Hold on. Let me say this, bro.
And that's not what
don't get it fucked up.
It could happen. You can find a woman.
Minus the insecurity, she's a fucking angel. I can't even lie. I can't even front and be like she's a horrible person. She was a fucking angel. But minus the insecurity, bro.
The problem is not the insecurity.
Yes, it is.
No. Let me explain. The problem is not with insecurity. It's the level of it.
Nigga.
It's to an extreme extent where they're gonna go to extreme.
If she didn't have any insecurity, I wouldn't have no problem. So the problem the root of the problem is the insecurity. Everybody get insecure sometimes, but my thing is, hold on, bro. My thing is now it gets into loyalty. Who are you loyal to? Do you feel that the person that you're loyal to thinks that should be insecure about your loyalty to them? No, you don't. So why can't I expect this from my woman? If she loves me more than all of these niggas.
You should expect loyalty from her. You should.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You should, and respect.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And if I can't have that, if that's not what it is, then you're against me.
But the respect for women, now any woman is gonna have a level of curiosity. It can't be this good. Especially when they came from a situation that had some traumatic effects that they're dealing with. So now they're dealing with that trauma, and that trauma is projected into their current relationship sometimes.
No, bro.
And there's triggers.
TV.
There's triggers. No,
That's
that's not TV.
Yes,
not
it
real.
is.
There's
yes,
triggers.
it is.
There's
That's
triggers.
It's not triggers,
You're not
bro.
the first
Let
guy
me tell
that
you.
she's
Let me
with.
tell you why. It's not about
Another
the,
dude
bro.
that she was
It's
with
not about
probably
the
did the
fucking
same
guy.
thing.
It's about what she entertains her fucking self with. That's what the fuck it's about, bro.
She got
She's,
nothing but time.
listen. Most of the fucking time, she's not even in relationships because she's not getting what the fuck she wants. And I'm just speaking from what the fuck I know. At the end of the day, if you're not a hoe and you're fucking not fucking that many niggas, you're gonna fucking watch how you do that shit. And every nigga is out here trying to get pussy. Aren't we not? Yeah. So we do shit like we do shit like, okay, I understand those are triggers, but what I'm telling you is she is morally entertained by all of that shit that she sees on TV, all of the drama, all of that bullshit that Mona Scott is putting out. If you watch that shit every day, that is gonna become your reality.
No.
Whatever, listen, anything that you entertain yourself with, the majority of the time is going to become your reality. Why? Because if I'm a parent and I spend more time with my child becomes more like who? Not her mom, me. If my child spends more time with her mom, which she does, she's gonna have her mother's characteristics. It's just how it goes. She's around, my bad for y'all. She's around what she sees and she soaks it in. And it's the same situation for grown folks. If we watch too much bullshit, the bullshit manifests in your life.
Yeah, that's why you have to have discernment, because I watch reality shows but I recognize that it's garbage, and I would never be on one of those shows. I don't want to act the way they do. They begin up there fighting, but it's entertaining to me. I look at it like a boxing match or something like that. Even because at this point, when it first started off, it would be natural and this would be stuff, but now you can tell they just be fighting for no reason just because they're on TV. Like they make up an argument out of nothing. They be like, "What are you even fighting for?" Like, bitch, you put this banana peel on the floor. You better pick it up, or I'm gonna smack you. And it's like, what? Well, smack me then. Now they fighting over a banana peel.
And it's written to be that way. And like I agree with what you say. It is discernment, but how I look at it is, if I say I have discernment against smoking weed, that means I have to limit myself on smoking weed.
Yeah,
if there's no limit on how much time you put into watching that shit, there's no discernment.
I don't think that's true. Because like I said, I watch all of those shows. Like I watch Baddies, I watch Love and Hip Hop.
I'm asking you, where's the discernment then?
The discernment is in my behavior. I'm not taking what I see on. I don't watch nothing on TV or listen to nothing in these. But I agree, for some people that can happen. But for me, no, I'm not stupid. I know what to do and what not to do.
That's not about
and
stupid.
what's acceptable
What
and
I'm
what's
saying,
not acceptable.
what I'm saying is, anything on the show ever happened in your real life.
But
So that is a product. That is a product of you watching it and knowing that shit happened. And then guess what? It doesn't matter.
Recent, it does, because I changed.
It hasn't been recent because.
And I still knew that it was wrong. That doesn't mean that, oh, I'm doing it because I see it on TV and I'm like, oh, they do this, so I'm gonna do it. There was something that happened and I reacted to it. But I recognize that's wrong, and I don't behave like that anymore. So that was in the past. That was years ago.
I think you gotta be very naive to believe everything that you see on TV, but
I don't think
you could also be susceptible to the
subconscious.
The subconscious.
The subconscious
that you get.
How many
from
times we go to
watching
sleep with
TV.
just the TV
that
on?
does affect you.
We don't know what frequencies
they
they're
talk about that
fucking
shit all
putting
the
out.
time, and like they talk about those videos on fucking YouTube where they talk about in commercials they do these little messages that come in, and you don't see them, and they fucking fuck with us, frequencies and information.
Yeah,
but if you see certain shit, you
it said Illuminati.
yeah.
On fucking YouTube right now, I think I said this on like an earlier as podcast, but on fucking YouTube right now, if you take out like I think it's like a letter or a number in any video, some fucking demonic shit will pop up.
Word. I'm not gonna do it, but that
And
sounds.
so when you
That
ask
sounds
certain
crazy.
stuff, it be saying either answers be
Yo, the AI is the devil.
they
It's,
be listening.
the AI is definitely the devil, bro. Like definitely. I'm not even like. It's definitely, bro. It's probably the Antichrist. It probably checks out because everybody uses it. Everybody depends on it. It's how we get paid because everything's digital currency. You see what I'm saying? And like everybody's like around the world. It's not even just America. Everybody's turning in digital currency. Bro, that's Antichrist. We're expecting a fucking man, and that's what the fuck it is. It's a fucking AI, nigga. That's crazy, yo.
Remember they had that AI rapper?
Oh
Yeah, we talked about
Racist
that.
Nigga,
stuff,
yeah.
and they didn't.
Well,
The motherfucker was racist. How you make a racist robot?
niggas be
He was
like-
supposed to be black though. He was just light skinned. But yo, like to close this shit though, this topic, like honestly, look, this is what I think. I believe, and I mean, it's gonna be kind of repetitive. I think transparency is definitely important in any relationship. For it to work out, you gotta understand your partner. Your partner has to understand you. There's things that you're not gonna like. There's things that they're not gonna like. Don't rush it. Let it work out. You're gonna have fights. You should have fights because the person should be human and not be like a fucking robot and never get upset. I don't get upset because I love you.
Damn, Smiley.
Should
Am I the only one that didn't drink my shot? I'm sorry.
I thought I looked and seen him. That's
Yeah,
why
I was gonna toast or some shit, but then I was like, wait, we did toast.
Did we on the
Hell
second
yeah,
one?
we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
I don't remember
You
toasting
said,
the
I
second
said,
one.
you said something. I said, let's take a shot to it, and then I was like, all right. And then you started talking.
I
again.
drank to that. That was the first shot.
No, but then again.
I don't remember doing this. Fuck it.
Well, I don't know. I took the shot. I thought we did. We'll rewind that. If I didn't, well, somebody watching right now probably, right?
It's okay.
Somebody watching.
I caught up.
Drop a 1 if I took a shot.
Woo, god damn.
That
That tequila is a joke.
What I really wanted to say was it's important to have transparency in a relationship. No matter how early in a relationship you got fucking thing that you believe is baggage, and we've identified what some baggage examples could be.
Stand on your principles. Say you're gonna leave, leave. That's
If
it.
you're gonna leave, leave. You know what I mean? Don't be on no bullshit. You know what I mean? Don't keep playing with somebody. Don't be the boy that cried wolf in a relationship. You know
Or
what I mean?
don't say you don't like this, or you would leave, and then you don't want to leave.
Like
'Cause now you're
like
confused.
sometimes be stupid shit. Cause women, and I hate to say women blanket. Like, you know what I mean? Cause I
Blanket
know
what?
my sister here like as a blanket statement like women, that's all women, but it's not all women obviously. There's a number of women, right, that have this issue where they have to be right. And I understand that
ego.
it is ego. Women have very strong ego.
Do y'all believe ego is a spirit or is just a sense?
I think ego is really just a branch of pride. Like I think like people just are some people are just more prideful than others, and that gets in the way of them just taking the L or just being like whatever. Like an example, like is it ego when somebody getting their ass when they getting stomped, kicked in the face, and they still talking shit? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can kill me, nigga. I'm still gonna talk shit till the last breath. Is that ego?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that pride? Is that courage?
You crazy now.
Is that fear?
It's not fear. It's definitely far from fear.
It could still be fear because you know, like, what else can I do?
Fear is, oh my God, please stop. Begging for
Begging
your
for
life.
your life.
That's
Right.
fear,
Okay.
nigga.
Okay.
Well, if you sitting here like, is that the best you got, you son of a bitch? That's courage.
That's not courage.
That's
Okay.
definitely courage. Nigga.
Okay, so let's just say,
Foolish is foolish pride.
Is
It's
you are
pride.
scared,
It's pride.
but you still.
So here's the
proceed.
thing about people. I think a lot of people have foolish pride. I think that's that's a buzzword right there. I think foolish pride is something that a lot of us have, and that stops us from reaching a goal sometimes in life. That stops us from having a successful relationship sometimes. That stops us from ourselves. Like, we're in our own way. The majority of the time, yeah. The majority of the time, we in our own way. You know what I mean? And I think it's more because we just want to be what we believe is happy. And we think that, you know what, in order for me to be happy, I gotta take this out. But if I'm getting happiness from this more than I'm getting unhappiness from this, then I might want to keep it. Because there's not too many things that provide happiness for me.
And you're talking about your ego.
I'm talking about my ego. So I should be like, yo, you know what? Fuck it. It's not that bad.
So what you think ego is? Do you think it's like a feeling, or do you think it's a spirit of something?
It's a feeling, like you don't want to admit that, or you don't want to show weakness. You want to seem like you have yours together. Because showing it's perceived as weak when you're like, when you admit your faults, but that's strong.
Do you?
Because you're admitting your faults. You're trying to correct.
Do you think your ego can be used beneficially? Like it can help you?
Yeah, it depends on the context. Like if you're saying, I'm gonna do this, like you're saying you have a big ego about business, like what conscious affirmation. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be the biggest CEO or whatever. I'm that nigga. I'm that.
Is great ego?
Is what?
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe depending on
Because you
why.
felt like you could do it.
Because they say it's power.
Yeah.
You know,
if you
power
feel,
related.
yeah. And you're forcing somebody, they didn't have that choice, so you're dominating them, but it's not a good part of the ego for sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, because maybe they turned you down.
Yeah, definitely. It could be ego.
Or maybe they made you mad about something else, like, you know what, bitch?
It's crazy when people use leverage, but then it gets really bad. Like if they try to use leverage against you to try to keep you in a situation, it's kind of like forcing you to be a slave to them. Kind of.
Tell them again, smile.
It seems like that seems like control issues. I think a lot of women have control issues depending on where they are in their life. Some women went to school, got a PhD. I'm gonna find that fucking sound quick and throw that at me. But I think some women probably feel like I've gotten to a certain stage. And I'm only saying women, not to offend women, not for women to be like, what do you mean women? I'm only saying it because when we talk about relationships with guys, like we tolerate a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Most men will tolerate a lot of shit with the woman that they really want to be with. But when it's questionable whether you or not, you want to, like it's like certain women, like I'll be like, damn, I'll put up with that. But it's certain women I'll be like, I'm not gonna put up with nothing. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't put up with anything anyway. You know what I mean? Like, why are you just putting up with this shit? If it doesn't work, talk about it. Be transparent. Tell them this is not what you like. I don't like the way this feels. Stop doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but I slipped because I was a little wavy, put it in a girl's bum. You know what I mean? Oops, my bad, I did it again.
You can't just slide that shit in there. That take a little effort.
It was wet, bro.
The bum was wet?
It was
so she's
wet.
done that before.
It was like wet, like it never was. Like,
yeah, it was done. That was done before.
I did this
and
technique.
It went in easy, like
yeah, I did.
That was done before.
I did this technique that I learned to make a girl squirt, and I was doing it going crazy.
Yeah, you fucked her in the ass.
No, in her joint.
Her what? Her pussy?
Yeah. I was doing it like, I'm trying, yo, you fucking it up, nigga. I'm trying not to say it. I'm saying joint and shit. You just like, pussy, like, what the fuck? Damn, nigga.
I'm talking about the cat. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the cat, yeah. So, oh my God, yo.
It's a shot, bro.
I love it. No, but, alright, so, cause I know she don't be watching these shits. But if
I'm sorry,
if you watch this shit, she might go right away. But anyway, like, yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing, and then boom, I slip, whatever. But she with it. But she talking crazy, like, you a nasty motherfucker. You like to do this.
Oh, she.
So I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know. But I'm like, fuck it. I just kept doing it, like, you know what I mean?
Wait.
She
What?
definitely was doing it. How you just,
What happened, bro?
Shit.
I missed it. I was playing with the kitty cat.
It felt crazy. It was like, yo, like I just was doing it, and I was like, yo, like, what the fuck, cut. And then I'm like, yo.
You was doing what?
I was smashing. I was
In her bum.
in her bum. You know what I mean?
And she was feeling it.
She was
Yeah, she
enjoying
let
every
it
moment.
happen.
She wasn't hurting or nothing.
Nothing.
Jammed it in there.
Do
Like,
you feel like she's done that before?
Absolutely.
She had to.
Oh,
There's no way.
absolutely. I'm not
If
naive.
you don't-
I know,
Okay.
because we've had a conversation
It
that
has
this
to
is
be
something that she
recent,
likes and
but
it's
that don't
something
mean-
that I don't like.
Oh, okay.
But I slipped.
She said you gonna like it.
It was wet.
Wow.
And it happened.
So wait. Like, did you have a condom for?
You know, I already told too much. But I'll just say that things were happening and But let's just say I'm very responsible. And I do go to the doctor and
It's not even about her. Nigga, you double dipping. You made her come into regular pussy, right? So
Right, you're supposed to be doing
1 plus
the
1.
bum, and then the biscuits enters because okay, you're not.
almost scared. I was being nasty. I was just being nasty. I'll be honest.
I'm sure she's fine now. You know, a little bit of penicillin.
I was being honest.
No, but I'm saying they say don't do that. Like take
I know.
over and then put it in. Like you need to switch.
Yeah. You could get a UTI or that. I understand. It was in the moment type of thing, and she was like going with like.
Oh, with the flow.
Yeah,
I thought y'all was porn
Good
star.
for
Right.
her. I gotta prepare for that.
I even had a conversation. I said, yo, cause it was sex talk. I'm like, yo, if I want to be a porn star, can I practice with you? Like that was something that I said.
Well, yeah,
She was like, I don't give a fuck.
You should filmed it.
She was like real at give up.
Nah. That's why I don't say names because I don't want to talk about it.
Respect.
But I said it already. It's out there. But hopefully this don't come out. But like,
You said a situation. You ain't really said
it's a situation. Ain't nothing like that.
They watch it. They don't know.
We on terms where we understand.
They might hit Smart try to get the round too.
Nah, I be telling them like, yo, I'm gonna talk about that shit. Like it's crazy. Like I'm ruthless, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. I gotta tell them like, yo, I'm gonna talk about this shit. I had a conversation. I was talking to a really nice girl, really gorgeous girl from Somalia. She's a little plump, but she's actually very pretty. But
A little plump.
she
or
a smart
fat?
ass. She's squishy. She's fluffy.
Like tip the scales fluffy.
What did she say? What term did she say? She say.
Is she all around fluffy, or is like certain
Um,
spots? Like her back is fluffy, or
she's just like
her ass
she's
is
okay. She's not like crazy. Like I've seen some revealing.
Cause just cause you big don't mean you ain't bad. Nigga.
Nah, she's a pretty girl. She just like like I'm not really into.
That's why I'm trying to figure out the weight level. Like what do you consider squishy? What is squishy to you? Like,
Squishy is round, bro.
Is squishy pleasurable to you? Like,
This is squishy. If you shape like this mug here.
oh damn.
You know what I mean?
Oh okay.
No shout to
I
her.
got
Like
you.
she's beautiful.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
You said her face is beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous face.
Got
You know what I
you.
mean? But
Alright.
I know what her potential is, type shit. You know what I mean? But
Nigga, cause all she gotta do is lose weight and niggas
that's
gonna
what
be
I'm
on her,
saying.
nigga.
It's just so hard.
You
Like
never fucking
it'd be
know.
like, yo, they don't want to do it, yo. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, like whatever.
Sometimes they gotta get that
You
motivation. You
just
gotta
know
deal
it.
with that one asshole dude. That was like, yeah, I just fuck with you because I thought I seen the potential, but you
Yeah,
always
but
be a fat
nah.
loser bitch.
Nah, you can't be fucked up, but you gotta be. You gotta.
Yeah,
You gotta
and
be.
then you gotta have
be
that. You gotta have that fire. Like, oh, this nigga said I'm gonna always be a fat loser bitch. Watch.
Like that girl on.
Why?
But you could say, look,
What is that show?
Ma, if you go to the gym, if you do this,
She
you're gonna
said
be
she
righteous.
Never, she catfish.
But you gotta work out. You gotta put in the
never
work.
said I look like a fat Kelly Price.
Oh, she lost weight.
No, she didn't.
Wait.
But she called her a fat Kelly Price lost weight. So she's saying you look like her when she was fat.
You look like before Kelly Price,
Yeah. So
not the after.
So she got mad. She held a grudge and catfish her, made a whole fake page or whatever. She was like, "You should have never called me a fat."
Oh, you got her hopes up and everything.
Nah, she got her lick back.
That's awesome.
That's different.
I love it.
I ain't mad at her.
I love
She
it.
got her lick back.
I love it.
That was her cousin.
Yo, let's
Oh,
talk about another situation. Try to lighten it into a family oriented type of thing. Cause that was an intense conversation. Well, let's talk about this. What do you think about
Leave some shit out.
being? What do you think about being like? How supportive is too supportive for a family member? What are your levels? And is it selective or is it just family in general?
What
Like,
do you mean?
I'm gonna be supportive, like taking care of family members, doing things, going outreach, certain things related to your family members.
Bro,
How far is too far? What would you not do for a family member?
bro, I think
It
to me,
depends.
It always depends.
Selective.
But for real, I think it just depends on the type of person that you are.
Okay.
If you could feel good with not picking up, when others would feel good about picking up or not picking up, then it just shows who you are, bro. I feel like at the end of the day, if God forbid, once this person passes, there's gonna be those moments where you like, damn, I could have did this, but I didn't. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like that, then you did everything that you were supposed to do, bro.
Correct.
That's how much you should care. Where it's like, yo, you're doing it because it's just the right thing to do, not because you need any benefit from it. It's
Definitely.
just the right thing to do. You see what I'm saying? It's tough, yeah, it's gonna be out your schedule, it's gonna be inconvenient, but this is the people that raised you. And this is, you know what I mean? You're an adult, you're the, you know, y'all the fucking, the matriarchs of the family now.
Right.
They can't do it no more, they done it.
What say you?
What did you say?
For any family member, for all family members.
Wait, what is it? You said why you gotta help them?
No, I didn't say that. No, I said you have to.
Oh, okay.
But is it across the board? Is it for everybody?
Why
Is
you
it
gotta
like?
help them? I was like,
It
no,
depends,
no,
like,
no.
if you never had a relationship with your parent at all or whatever.
But not even just
depending on
limited
who
to
it is.
parents, right?
Yeah.
It depends on who it is, family wise.
And what's the
Family, like say a
relationship?
long
If
lost
you don't
relative
deal
comes
with
into
it-
your life and says, "Hey, I got cancer." You might be.
A long lost that you knew already? That you
They're
know
they're
already?
lost, but you know them. Now you found them. They were a long lost relative that you know of. They come into your life again after something happened, and they're like, hey, I got this, and I want you to be here for me, and such and such.
The relationship or what the actual relationship was.
They got enough to come and ask you that. So we're asking if they did do that, knowing that they're a family member that you do know of, but maybe not have been on a good term, the best of terms. You know that this is family. Would you still give them that same, you know?
What are they asking for?
Anything. Well, I said they had cancer, so they probably came there and they probably asked, could you spend some time with them or their last moments, or probably take them somewhere or give them some money that could help them toward their shit. Money is always the fucked up thing for people, because when it's about money, it's like people overlook it. Like, why you asking me for money? I gotta pay my bills. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But sometimes, like, you can be late on a bill. Okay, my phone's gonna be turned off, but this is a couple dollars that helped them get on a donors list or some shit. You know what I mean? Whatever.
For the record, all that was ego too.
That's ego. Damn. Ego strikes again.
Ego's everywhere, bro.
Ego.
It's really everywhere, nigga.
Why not? But yo, here's another thing. We just saw a situation today.
Wait, I just want to say, I believe
go ahead.
that you should help how you can, but you have to be at a certain point to be, you can give what you can, but you gotta be in a good standing. You gotta be able to maintain what you already got going on and take care of yourself before you can help with someone else. But yeah, if you're able to do it, and you know,
Whatever will help sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes anything will help. Sometimes
I gave
25 cents.
You ever gave the nigga something?
somebody some change.
There you go. She about to
Yo,
say.
she about to
She about
say,
to say, yo.
We just went to the gas station earlier tonight. There was this dude outside. He was on drugs, apparently. He asked me for some
Regular
change.
dude, we know.
No,
Nah,
we
this
don't
is-
know him. He was just
I
outside
seen
the
them
gas
before,
station.
but I don't be seeing them all the time. But yeah.
So he was like, "You got some change?" And then I was like, "I don't do it all the time, but once in a while I'll." Like,
It's
wow,
understandable.
I
I don't judge
bought this
people on that at
lady's
all.
food before, and she really ate the food, and she.
That nigga.
He was this
Is that nigga?
black dude, dark
Black,
dark
tall?
skin dude. Nah, he wasn't
Oh,
tall.
okay.
Nah.
never mind.
He had on like a tracksuit, I think.
But yeah, so when I came out of the store, then I gave him some change. I gave him like 75 cents. And then Dwayne was my brother, smiling, was like, "Look what he doing with change." And we look over there, and he had up there with that glass.
Damn.
You know the rest. You seen
He's like,
that New Jack City Pookie time.
Turkey.
He was on Pookie time.
He spent that little bit of change on that.
Right.
That's
Right. Just for a little hit.
For a blast.
Just for a little hit.
Walk around.
And then what did I ask you?
Oh, how does that make me feel? It doesn't, because here's the thing, you don't know. Some people automatically assume that just because in that case he was, but people automatically assume that if you're someone that's homeless or you're on the streets or they see you outside that you're on drugs or something, and they won't give you money because they think that's what you're doing. And I have given money to people before, and they actually use it for what they said. Some people could be just down bad, lost their job, and if you don't got no job and you ain't finding in a substantial amount of time, you might get evicted or something. So you don't know everybody's situation. So I just felt like helping that day. So I just gave him. That's what he did with it. Now I know what he looked like. If I see him again and he asks me for something, I'm not gonna give it to him again. So I'm not gonna support your habit.
It's not even something. Just don't give him money. Give his ass a sandwich. Give his ass a piece of bread. If he don't take it, oh, you too bougie for my shit? Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. It's always when it's always financial in any fucking aspect. And not even just relationship, but all types of relationships. Platonic, outside of sexual, romantic, any type of relationship, there's always that financial fucking barrier right there. And it's like people need to get that shit out of their head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're surviving and you meet somebody that's surviving, you should be able to thrive together, but it's really like a lot of these barriers with this fucking social media shit where people are like, oh well, I need a man that's making 6 figures a year and da 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 da. Like, why? You never even touched that. You never even smelt that shit. Like, you know what I mean? And what do you think that's gonna do to your lifestyle? What do you want to experience that you would need that? Like, you want a house? Okay, work towards getting a house. You want to go to another country? Okay, save your money, go on a trip. You know what I mean? You can do all of this stuff that you want to do. You want to fly a private jet. It might cost you mad bread, but if that's worth it in your life to do that, then go ahead and do it. But what do you really want from having somebody that got all this money? These people that have all that money, that work so hard to get that, they're not just gonna want to be with somebody just like, yo, I work so hard to get this, I'm just gonna give it to this chick. It's dudes that trick, but they're not gonna give you their whole joint just because you got a fat butt, big titties. They don't care about that. They care about what can you help them with in their life. Their life is already good. What can you provide besides your coochie? I got a whole bunch of other people on the list. What makes you different? And it's like the Flavor of Love, like that crazy show. Like, look at that dude, like, pause, but still, like, you, all these bad chicks trying to mess with this one dude.
Not the dude, it's the money and fame.
Exactly. Like, take that out of it and try to.
They wouldn't be.
Boom, I'm sexually attracted to this dude. This dude take care of his. Yo, I'm saying for dudes, take care of yourself. I know I don't do 100 sit-ups or whatever, or run 3 miles a day or something like that. I know I don't do that, but look, we should take care of ourselves. Like, if I'm comfortable with who I am.
Bro, that's not even the point though, because even if it were two attractive people, they're still not staying married. It's the money, my nigga.
It is that money.
What we gonna tell them?
That's what I'm saying.
Go get a bag.
Only fuck with people that you want to fuck with. That's what I'm trying to say.
Of course.
But I'm saying for men, we should be on top of our shit and be at our best. But we should be being at our best for us. But it puts us in a higher selection than the niggas that's not doing it. Women don't have a problem. It's nothing wrong with a woman saying, yo, I don't want to fuck with you because you out of shape. It's nothing wrong with a woman saying that. And it's nothing wrong with me saying, I don't want a chick that don't fucking listen when I tell her to do something. Yeah. It's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But we have to understand that, okay, these are our preferences. This is what we want. It's nothing wrong with us wanting what we want. But we got to live by a certain way. Like, if I don't want this, I can't say I don't want nobody fat. I mean, it's kind of an oxymoron when I'm fat and saying I don't want nobody fat. I'm not fat, nigga. I could get a woman that's my size. I don't need to get a woman that's 300 pounds, bro. So, like, it's a reason for me to say, yo, I'm good. But if I want to be a big bodybuilder or something like that, I'm a man. I got the choice to want to do that. But I don't have to do that to attract that. I have to be on top of my game, getting my money, getting my house in order, having everything secure for myself. When you come into my shit, you know everything is good. If I have to work out, it's a health thing, because I gotta live to be able to keep providing. If I'm not taking care of myself health-wise, then I'm gonna die. That's the reality of it. So I'm not really doing that for her, I'm doing that for me, you know what I mean, for longevity, so I can continue to get my shit. But I want her for the legacy. I need her
so what do you do
to build that legacy.
What do you do for the girl that you want? What do you do for the guy that you want? What do y'all do for the people that y'all want to get?
What do I do for the people that I want?
Before you get with them.
Before I get with them, that's what the question.
What do you do for the guy?
I know I've been chattering, but I really wanna answer this. What I do for the person, because it's all about experience. You learn a lot.
And I'm not talking about what you would do 5 years from now when your business is popping.
You're talking about now.
I'm talking about if you was in a relationship right now.
You're talking about now, and I have to expound on that.
And what would you do for your guy?
In my relationship right now, if I choose to be in one, because this is hypothetical all around the board, because I'm not really looking for a relationship. But let's just say, the person that chooses to be with me, if hypothetically what I choose to do with that person means that this person understands that I'm trying to become a better version of myself. I'm trying to push myself beyond my limits. I'm trying to start businesses. I'm trying to get more social currency. I'm trying to get more actual currency. I'm trying to have.
That's what you're doing for you.
Right. Right. So I'm trying to do that for me, right?
Yeah.
And with that, I want to use it as a resource to provide for the people that I care about. You see what I'm saying? So I'm doing it for me.
That's a future tense then. So you're saying that you have to do your shit first.
No. I'm saying that
I'm
saying that this person understands. So we're talking hypothetical, right? So
no, we're not. We're talking about what are you going to do for your girl now? If you have a girl right now.
If I have a girl right now,
not tell her.
That's what I'm saying.
Not tell her your plans of.
No, it's not a plan. It's not a plan. She understands I'm doing things in my life. Mm-hmm. Right? That's gonna come in the way of her being a priority all the time. So she's gonna understand that. That's what I'm saying.
That's not for her though. That's for you.
That's for her to understand.
Yeah, but
so what am I doing for her?
She's not gonna like it.
Of course not. Of course she's not gonna like
it. What
are
you doing for her that she
my girl
that she's gonna like?
If she's my girl, what am I doing for her that she's gonna like? I'm putting a roof over her head. I'm feeding her. I'm fucking getting her the clothes that she wants. I'm fucking taking her where we want to fucking go. I'm fucking taking her on a trip that she want to do.
So
she don't gotta work.
So if you're dating a chick, what you're telling me is you're gonna put her in the crib. You're gonna buy her all this shit. This is just your girlfriend.
I'm not buying her all bunch of shit.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm in a relationship.
Exactly, a relationship is a girlfriend.
If I'm in a relationship with her, I'm taking care of her, right?
So she's gonna live with you.
Absolutely, why not? Why wouldn't she?
Right now, you want her to live with you, right now.
Hypothetical, I don't want a girl, so if we're saying this hypothetical, she's gonna live with me. Or we're gonna be living in some type of shit. If I'm living with her, I'm paying the rent.
But not
my name on the shit. This is my girl, cause my girl don't happen automatically. My girl takes time. But we saying hypothetical, this is my girl. This is what's going on. If this is my girl, hypothetically.
Okay, so
I'm taking care of her.
So you're gonna
right
move her in. You're gonna pay for what? What are you paying?
Whatever the fuck, actual amenities type of shit. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of whatever I've been taking care of. She's coming into my world.
Okay.
She's coming into my world.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So you're saying because she's coming into your world,
she's my girl, right?
The benefits of coming into your world is you're gonna.
We can co-live if that works. You know what I mean? She could be in her apartment. I could be in my apartment or whatever. And
that's what I'm saying. But you said you want what I'm saying is.
But I'm saying there's no place for a girl in my life right now. Because
let me
not gonna happen.
Let me answer first.
Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
So, for me, like, what do I want?
I was like yesterday.
I respect it. I do respect yours. For me personally, what do I want, or what can I offer my female? Like right now, I feel like I could also just it has to be mental, like my mentality, like how I.
Teacher thing.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like,
mentor.
I feel like having a daughter kind of taught me how to be a parent because I had to experience it. So, that's true. So life kind of is doing the same fucking thing, especially with the music, especially with anything that I'm like, even the fucking podcast, bro. Like even with the podcast, bro, we started with like what? How many followers? Like 1 or 2. Then we had 100. We had a celebration for 100, and now we at like what 2,000?
Almost. Well, we had 2,000. We lost a few.
Still.
We like 19.
Why? People
1950. Yeah. It happens. It's
alright.
I mean, I don't hate people gonna unsubscribe. You know what I mean?
I know one person that unsubscribed.
You talking about regular shit?
I know one person.
We ain't got. You know what?
Because
we don't got no
probably had friends that
shit,
was like, "Yo, watch the what's the name?" And now she, So yeah, don't watch that shit. Better unsubscribe.
Because it had to be a reason. You're not just gonna go.
By the way,
and unsubscribe.
Subscribe. Like and share and all that.
I know y'all entertained. Stop acting like y'all not entertained.
My nigga, we telling all our business. Niggas telling all their business. Y'all better be entertained. But let's think of this.
I mean, but it's our standards though. Like at the end of the day, like I said, I could offer my mentality. I could offer my presence. I could offer fucking stability. I could offer my protection. I could offer my mentorship. I could offer, you see what I'm saying? Like, I could offer all of this shit, like being a good father. I could offer being a father figure. Like, I could offer my understanding. Like, yeah, you could say, yeah, you know, everybody has, I don't feel like everybody has my understanding. Just like you feel like not everybody has your understanding. Not everybody has your understanding. We're unique beings. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Me personally, I believe we're all gods, especially because of the skin we're in, the color, melanin, whatever, however you want to, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think highly of us. So, you know, I feel like I offer that motivation and encouragement in a people or a spiritual entity, whatever, I don't know. I feel like I bring a fucking lot. You see what I'm saying? And that's beneficial because you need somebody that's going to be there for you spiritually as well as mentally, as well as physically, as well as, you see what I'm saying? Most people don't check all the boxes that we check as individuals. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I have that acknowledgement and awareness, and you know,
I definitely sell myself short when I talk about what I'm gonna give to a girlfriend. Like that means like.
That's why I said let me answer first because bro,
what I really
shit that you offer
care about is
cool,
just her being taken care of.
Talk that shit.
I just want her to be taken care of. That's at the end of the day. I'm thinking about her before me.
Your consideration
is selfless. Yeah. But like I said, like I was also saying, there's things going on in my life that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a handle on. I got a lot of responsibilities. I wear many hats. Even as a single dude with no kids, I still wear many hats. So I gotta like handle a lot of different things, and I hope that the person I'm dealing with can understand that. So it's not gonna always be me for them. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to understand, like, yo, like I have to do shit, and you have to respect that I have to do shit. But I'm gonna make sure you fed. I'm gonna make sure that you have things that make you comfortable. And sometimes I'm gonna ask you a favor. You know what I mean? And I don't want you to tell me no because I'm making everything in life easy for you. So it's really nothing else.
How many no's until you say, oh, okay, this is a problem? The first one.
I'm not that fucked up. I'm not that hard on chicks, but cause I give them like a benefit cause I've dealt with some harsh women. I would say I'll give you grace depending on what the request is. So it's a selective tolerance for that. You know what I mean? I could say 2 no's, but it depends on what those no's are. You understand what I'm saying? Like if no is sex, then that's a 0 tolerance. Like why the fuck we not bugging? You know, I could take the 1 no where it's like your friend is here.
It could have been.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But I can't take that second no when your friend is not here. Because now I waited patiently. Now what's good? I waited the 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Your friend, you feel like at the end of the session.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. I get it. And, you know, it's solutions to that because I'm a nasty dude. Like, we can hit the showers, you know what I mean? We can put a towel down. I run red lights, it's all good. Just like, yo, if you my girl, you know what I mean? I don't do it with everybody. Like, I'm not that nasty. I'm selective. But when you, like, at a drought, I'll be honest. Like, you be like, yo, when a girl put it out there, be like, yo, you don't want to do it. And pressure you into it, you're going to be like, might as well just go for it, you know what I mean? And sometimes it be that, you know what I mean? But I'll be like this, it's really not that bad because it's a woman at the end of the day. It's still a whatever. You ain't gotta, you know, go hard and they easy on the eyes, whatever the case, you know what I mean? Or in my personal fucking situation, I can't speak on anybody. But every dude probably had a booger in their life. You don't know what boogers is, look on Urban Dictionary. But every dude done have one. And you just deal with it. You just be like, yo, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna call her, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, whatever. but some girls make you feel a certain way. So you dig the conversation, you dig what the other qualities that they have, also in the qualities that they lack.
I wasn't ready for the lingo. Yo.
Oh, the word. Oh, yeah.
That is hilarious. That's what y'all think is cool.
That's an old.
You should watch Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews. He got somebody that he plays a track that says. Something like that, like somebody singing.
See, I heard her, but
You get one. You get a
he
booger.
threw me a back. Like, he was like, yeah,
It's
booger.
like no sound, like
Sea
somebody
donkey.
singing it.
That's another one.
That is hilarious.
A sea
He
donkey.
said a sea donkey, yo.
A son of a sea biscuit.
Oh my god. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, the grandma was son of a sea
Dude, so that's old then, yo. That's not even new, yo. That's funny. That's crazy. It's just.
But yo, what do you think about? Alright, so I got another situation for y'all. So I had a family member. I wasn't doing nothing, so I decided to hang out with a family member and like kind of chaperone, like, you know what I mean? Without cramping any style, as they say. You know what I mean? Staying.
Wait, how
Keep
old
in
was
mind.
the family member?
A teen.
Oh.
And you know how these teens are.
Yeah, reference.
So you out here, you see them, some of them got their license or whatever, or permit or whatever the fuck they got. And riding around, doing wild stuff.
But you did.
But I'm there, you know,
Your mom
make sure that she
wasn't
good or
gonna let her
whatever.
go.
Without,
Right.
And she felt
But
comfortable,
she-
the cousin, the relative felt comfortable with us because we're older, but we're not, you know, how if your mom is like, it's embarrassing, but we don't act like that. We wasn't saying nothing, we just
Gotcha.
sitting there,
Make sure
observing.
everything was good.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
good.
So through this experience, like I learned, like, yeah, being a parent is the hardest thing in the world, right? Because some of this shit, like, I'm like, wow, my kid would not be here, right? But then I'm like, you know what? And there's no adult supervision outside of ourselves, right? You know what I mean? We're probably the oldest people here. You know what I mean? So like, with all these kids there and wild and they playing music, they smoking, some of them drinking. You know what I mean? Some of them probably 18, 19, or whatever, underage drinking, definitely, right? So I see this environment and I'm like, yo, I don't want a child to be in this environment, but I understand that kids have to have experiences and they're gonna go through certain things and you have to kind of let them go through them, yeah. And respect that you've raised them the right way. It's the ego that prevents you from stepping out of their way and letting them fly. It's not going to be the next. You know what I mean?
Listen. Be on the move like